Hello YouTube, this is Omnidodo here, and I'm coming at you with a very special video. So I have here the Bujin deck that got 7th place at the Garden City Regionals, which was this past weekend, and it was piloted by Stanley Ng, who is my teammate for Team Bridgeport actually. So he was kind enough to type out the deck profile or make it up on DN and send it to me so I could do I believe this is actually an exclusive deck profile as of right now, and we're actually going to be doing an in-person deck profile later in the week as well. So Stan has been playing Bujins since they came out in Judgment of the Light. I mean, obviously we haven't had another pack after that, but he knew even before Judgment of the Light was out that he was going to use that. So let's just get into this deck profile then. Here we have one bear. Yeah, sorry, this is being recorded from the actual image because I couldn't build the deck for some reason. My DN wasn't working, and I don't know why. It might be my computer. But we have one bear, obviously, to, take stuff out, plus he's already running 2 Tenki. Then we have 3 Bujin Yamato, 3 Bujingi Crane, 2 Quillin, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, which he actually told me. He messaged me like 2 or 3 combos. Quillin was in Fairy Wind. Fairy Wind is where is it? I believe it's this side card right here. I think that's it. It destroys face-up spell and trap cards, I believe, which is because they cite in a lot of continuous spells and traps against him. He'll obviously be able to better explain that. Really, I'm just getting you guys the deck profile right now. Then we've got 2 Bujingi Turtle, 2 Effect Veiler. He chose to main Veiler. Whereas someone like me would not, but obviously it worked out for him, so that's good. And then oh right, that's later on. Sorry, I was looking at the list of combos. Honest, because why wouldn't you run Honest? Then that's one of the Bujingi weapons. I cannot remember the exact name right now, but Bujin players will know. I apologize, guys. I have no experience with Bujins, and my DN isn't working right now, and Dev Pro isn't working. So yeah, there's a few issues, and there's a truck going on by outside. So there's also 1 Dark Hole, 2 Tenki, 2 Forbidden Dress, 1 Lance, 2 Kaiser Coliseum. This is one of the cards he told me to talk about, but we will talk about it in a little bit. 3 MSTs because he hated the Fire Fist matchup, which I don't understand, as having been a Fire Fist player for so long. Bujins are actually the absolute worst matchup I could possibly have because they have monsters with huge attack that they can get multiple times a turn. You're rather, you know what I'm talking about with the Crane, and then they've also got the Turtle, which stops me from targeting, so I can't pop their cards. So it's really weird. But either way, 3 Duality for consistency because he doesn't really special summon a lot. I have seen him play with the deck before. And I've actually used it once or twice. Not this exact build, I don't think, but when we were in Columbus, we were switching decks around because we were bored. Then we have 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Compulse, 2 Fiendish, a Horn of the Phantom Beast, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow, a Solemn Warning, and 2 Vanity's Emptiness, which is fantastic that he started maining those. And the Horn of the Phantom Beast is a nice tech choice because, obviously, he is going to have a Beast Warrior on the field at all times if he's playing his deck right, and why not, draw 1 more card off of that while he's already searching during the end phase with his Yamato, or if he has the Susanoo, he's going to be searching during his main phase. But either way, so the combo that he really wanted me to discuss, which really is an amazing thing, was the double Kaiser Coliseum and 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Because he only has access to 2 Bujin Beast Warrior monsters at the moment, those being Bujin, I'm not exactly sure what the Bujin, it might just be Bujin Susanoo, whatever, but so there's those. He has those 3 as his Beast Warrior, and then he also has the 3 Yamato, but obviously he wants to have one on the field at all times. So, by having Kaiser Coliseum, he makes sure that his opponent can't just overpower him with a bunch of monsters, and then, by having Scrap Iron Scarecrow, if he only has 1 monster on his field at all times, he doesn't even have to search for Crane. He can have his Kaiser Coliseum open, or active on the field, which allows his opponent to only have 1 monster, unless he can get rid of the Kaiser Coliseum, and then he can negate every attack, obviously with Scrap Iron Scarecrow, which really is a great strategy to use, especially for Bujins, and I have a feeling that's part of what led him to going so far in the top. Now, anyways, we're going to move on to the extra deck. Let's see, we have Ally of Justice Catastor, Armades, the Keeper of Boundaries, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Tiger King to, search out the fire formations, and also its seldom used second effect, which would be to negate the effects of not all non-beast warriors on the field. Then we've got 3 Susanoo. That's an Omega, because all the lights, he can make that. Then he has an Emerald to recycle all his monsters in the graveyard. Then he's got a Cowboy, because Cowboy Burn for Game is the best game. Gem Knight Pearl, Lavalval Chain, Maestroke, the Symphony de Jin, number 16 is Shockmaster. Oh god, it's 66. Whatever. Black Ship, number 20 maybe. I don't even care. Black Shipicorn, and then Star Liege Paladynamo. Then for the side, we have 2 DD Crow, 2 Max C, the Traptrix, I think that's Myrmelio, which I'll explain that after this. 2 Debunk, because it's an amazing card against dragons and stuff. Fairy Wind, as we previously discussed. 2 Mind Crush, 1 Transmigration Prophecy, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, and then the 2 Trap Holes, or Void Trap Holes, that's what it is. So for those of you that are unaware, Void Trap Hole, and I will look it up while I talk. Actually, I will give an explanation as to how he came to that, I believe. We took a trip as a team to Columbus, and we were basically, for the last 2-3 hours of the ride, we were discussing different strategies and looking up OCG decks. And I noticed in a lot of OCG decks, not even just Bujins, but also Fire Fists as well, and a lot of other things, people were siding or maining a Myrmelio and 2 Mesmerizing, or is it Mesmerizing Trapple? Yeah, no, Void Trapple. Because the Myrmelio's ability allows you to play trap hole cards from your hand and not have your normal traps be negated. So, he could play bottomless from his hand, and also it can't be negated, which is really important because the main decks have Stardust now, which those being dragons, and then he also they can't negate Mirror Forces. They cannot negate Compulse or Scrap Iron, which is really important for his strategy. And they also, I don't know if, Mind Crush, Transmigration Prophecy, and then I believe, Debunk is a counter trap. So, he basically stops all those negations, and I've pulled up Void Trap Hole for those of you that don't know what it does. When your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 or more attack, negate the effects of one of those monsters with 2,000 or more attack, and if you do, destroy it, which obviously is really good because Dragon Rulers special summon pretty much only monsters with 2,000 or more attack. Plus, it would stop a Black Rose coming out because you can't blow up the field if its effect is negated. And, I just noticed the title of this deck is Bujin 7.0, so this is the 7th iteration of this deck, I suppose, which really shows his dedication to the entire deck as a whole. If you guys have any questions about this deck right now, go ahead and post it in the comments, and I will relay them to him. Otherwise, I will try to address anything I have a question on when we do our personal deck profile later on in the week. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and congratulations again to Stanley. So that's all for me. Good night, and good luck.